What is up, YouTube? This is Zach with Dreamedia Home Theater, and I got Chris, that home theater dude, in the house today.
In my house.
In his house. Yes, this is that home theater dude's theater.
Dude,
anyways,
so good.
We got this sick Screen Innovations Black Diamond Zero Edge screen here on the wall, and I wanted to point out the importance of this particular projector mount. I pretty much exclusively use this guy. This is the fine adjust projector mount, and it does have a micro adjustment like gearbox inside of it. And the reason I like it so much is if you look at the zero edge screen behind me, the bezel is so small you don't have a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever done a projector install, but there's a very minimal tolerance whenever you have something that's this small on the edge. Typically, whenever you have those big felts on the side, it's easily to mistake and hide your mistakes. With these smaller zero edge screens, it's very, very hard to get it right the first time. So that's why that's pretty much the reason for this one right here, is because it allows you to make those fine adjustments.
It makes it easy, regardless if you're a pro installer or not. I mean, you can just click by click, millimeter by millimeter, just get it dialed in perfect. So I'm going to show you guys the product as well as how to install it. If you aren't a subscriber already, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below and give me a big thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start out by unboxing this guy. This is the exact model, the SM-PROJ-XL. And like I said, this is the unit with the fine adjust projector gearbox in there. And what I like too is that this unit doesn't come loose like some of the other ones that are just tension based. It actually has gears, so when it locks into place, it actually stays there. There's a quick start guide here in case you haven't done this before. Helps assist you through it. It does come with a bunch of different screw options for all different types of projectors. These are kind of advertised as specifically for JVC large projectors, but I use them on Sony's, use them on Epson's, use them on all the projectors that we sell, especially when I'm using a zero edge screen. Alright, so now that I have the unit unboxed, let's take a look. You got a couple different pieces here. This is a top plate that mounts to the ceiling, and you can go ahead and just pop that off like this. So, screw holes right here. This goes right into your studs on the ceiling. You can pop this right off. This is where you can access your controls. You can see it has vertical, horizontal, roll, as well as rotation. So every angle can be adjusted very easily. See, click by click by click, you can just get it absolutely perfect. You can go ahead and take out this Allen key here. I like to go ahead and separate it so you don't have to do that whole, screwing it on to the ceiling with your projector attached. It actually has this really nice slide feature. Yeah, so you're gonna want to take out these 4 screws right here. Okay, so now you can see I've taken out the 4 screws, and this whole contraption right here, which is your gearbox, slides off. Now, this part right here, we're gonna mount to the ceiling and not worry about it until we have the projector on the ceiling. This piece here, we're gonna attach to the top of the projector. In this particular situation, we're actually replacing the chief mount that Chris had that came with the 6050 just because we have the zero edge screen, and why not? I wanted to show this off. So the chief mount that comes with the 6050 is actually not bad, but it's still just a tension based system. So to make our life really easy and make this solid recommendation to you guys, we're going to install it on this guy right here. So let me grab a screwdriver. Screwdriver.
You gotta give it some hugga-duggas.
Gratata. Now you can make this mount work with a zero edge screen. I've done it many times. It's just like the door slams, any little movement will shift the projector pretty easily.
Or if you have something like this, or 2 of them, or maybe even another one, sometimes things get jostled. I mean, it's completely inadvertent, but you know, accidents happen and you know, life happens. So
yeah,
there's always a peace of mind to go ahead and get the right stuff for the actual job.
Not to mention, if it does get, say, bumped or something, instead of completely loosening it and having to like hold it in place and adjust it, you're just like, very easily. So unlike the chief mount that's specifically designed for this projector, this guy just has 4 bolting positions, which is definitely sufficient. I don't know why they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a little bit excessive. Definitely worth it to go for the 6050. Comes with that chief mount. Okay, so now that this is on there, you can see that's your base. This guy just slips right on. I mean, this is a one-man installation. That's another thing I really like about it. Just makes life a breeze. Look at that.
There's one thing that people usually don't get to see, though. Right here on this track, to where it slides in, that's how you lock it in place.
Yeah, and then you put the 4 screws in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice, too, because you do have that little bit of wiggle room where you can adjust it based on where your ceiling is, your studs are in the ceiling. So the next step is going to be attaching the top plate to the ceiling. Luckily, I already checked where the studs are. They're running this way in the room, and I marked the center earlier whenever we mounted this screen. So what I'm going to be doing is double checking to make sure we're center and bolting this guy actually like this right to the ceiling into the studs. I highly recommend that you mount into the studs. If not, we recommend that you use 100-pound drywall anchors. And if you look at some of our other videos, you can see the metal ones at Home Depot. They're really solid and you don't have to worry about it, you know, falling from the ceiling. Still recommend that you hit at least 1 stud though. Let's go ahead and get this guy mounted to the ceiling.
All right, so ideally you're not gonna have a million holes in your ceiling, but with this new projector mount and also this new screen, you need an increased throw distance. So disregard them holes up there. I'll go ahead and get the drywall guy to come over here and patch them.
Yeah, that's just where the old mount was, and he got a little bit bigger screen, so we need to maximize the projector's distance from the screen by pushing it as far back to the wall as we can. So I'm just re-bolting this into the studs. All right, you guys can see I put a few holes in Chris's ceiling. You know, this is all part of the installation procedure.
He's joking. these were already here.
Just kidding.
This is from the old projector position.
Yeah, just kidding. So we went ahead and got this bolted into the two screws bolted into the stud. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this cover plate on. I'm going to put it that way so your guests don't see it when they walk in. Like that. And that just makes it look kind of pretty. And then this guy right here will screw right on. And there is a little screw that goes in the top little coupler right there. And what that's used for is in situations like this to where it doesn't screw tight, you can lock it into place like that. So I'm gonna get that little screw and put it in. It's this little screw right there. You wanna grab it for me?
Yeah.
It's the one in the package that just has one screw. Yep, this guy right here.
B.
So yeah, now when that's tight, this doesn't move at all. And that's what we want. We want everything to be super solid. And then you're just relying on the gearbox here to adjust everything. See how it's moving it front and back? Very, very easy. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is move the wiring. You can see it's kind of like way out here in the middle of the room. It only takes another second to move it back here for Chris, just so that it looks a little cleaner. So I'm gonna use this existing hole that's here to kind of start my single gang cutout. All right, so we got our wiring pulled back over here. Now it'll look nice and clean. All right, now that we got it on there, we're gonna go ahead and put in our 4 security screws. Till you put these guys in there, it is not secure. So you gotta be really careful, make sure you don't knock it off.
And as you can see, the projector is on, so you do want to make sure that you go ahead and plug in your HDMIs and your power before you get it into position, if you are butted up against the wall like this. If you're not, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we actually took the back cover plate off that comes with this because we need to maximize our throw distance. This screen is monstrous for this size room. With a black diamond screen, you need as much throw distance as possible from the lens right here to the actual screen itself. So you actually need, if you look at the bottom here, I'm gonna go ahead and trace it with my finger. Basically, the width of the screen, you need 1.5 times that distance. So if this is, 134 inches, you need 1.5 times 134 back to your actual lens to make this thing work with a black diamond screen properly. That's from SI's manufacturing. Yeah, it's important that you follow specifications. It just makes your life so much easier if you do your due diligence and make sure you do it right the first time. So that leads me into my next thing. I'm gonna show you guys how you align this projector with this mount, really any projector with this mount to a screen. So we're gonna start off by throwing the level up here on top of the unit and making sure the projector is level front to back. That is the first place you wanna start. And then I'll show you what's next. Okay, so I have my level on there now, and you can see it is not level. What happens is if you don't level the projector to start, you're immediately going to start off with a keystone. The image is gonna end up going like this if the bulb's going up, and it's gonna end up going like this if the bulb's going down. So save yourself some headache, level it out. I can't see it, Chris. I'm trying
I think you need to go back.
A little more. All right. Yeah, go back. You want this puppy dead level, just like that.
Maybe one or two more.
And that's what's great about this fine adjust projector mount is it's as easy as click, 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 click until it's perfect.
Too much.
Good?
One more. That's good.
I mean, there isn't another projector mount out here that you can micro adjust like that. It just makes install a breeze. So now that we're level, the next thing we're gonna do is throw up the pattern on the screen, and we're gonna level the top of the image with the top of the screen. Step 2. All right, so with the horizontal roll, we can easily do that. So we're actually going with these middle lines on the pattern, not the top lines. The top lines are for 16:9 aspect ratio. We are calibrating this projector, or aligning this projector, I should say, to 2:3:5:1. I'm going to shift it up. Okay, and we're pretty close right there. But you can see, look at the bottom line. That bottom line is way, way off. We're super low on the right-hand side, but we're super high on the left-hand side. And this is actually the part where a lot of people get stuck and they start messing with the keystone. All you have to do is use your horizontal rotation and rotate into the side that's bigger. And see how it's starting to get smaller over there on the left-hand side? Once it looks about even, then you use your lens shift and shift the image back onto the screen.
He's talking about lens shift on the projector, so this is something that you control manually with your fingers, not the actual switches or knobs on the fine adjust mount.
This is on the remote itself. We're on pattern on the Epson projector, and we're on lens shift. There's lens shift, there is lens focus, and then there's lens zoom. So we're actually still a little bit under right now. So what we need to do is zoom out more to fill the image to the entire screen. See how now we're starting to get closer to the actual size of the screen? Well, that top left corner is still off. So I'm going to tweak that a little bit by going up. So now that it's level, I'm going to go ahead and shift up, make it perfect across the top. It's about right there. And now you can see on that bottom left-hand side, it's just a smidge higher than the bottom right by about 1/4 inch. And that's why this fine adjust is so nice, because you can get that perfect. There's no reason to have bleed onto your wall. So what we're gonna do is now rotate over towards the left, just like we did originally when you saw that dramatic change in the keystone. So again, now that we've physically moved the projector to the left, it's starting to look more square, so we're going to go back to the right with our shift on the remote. It looks like I'm a little bit over zoomed, so I'm going to dial that back a little bit. You don't need to worry about your focus at all right now, guys. Just focus on getting your alignment right. All right, guys, so it does take a couple minutes, but with this particular mount, it really does make aligning this particular screen a breeze. You start leveling it front to back, the projector, then you level it on the top of the screen, and then you move the projector left and right until it's level at the bottom. Zoom it in, focus it perfect, and then you're ready for a demo. Let's check it out, guys. Let's see what this screen looks like. This is the Epson 6050 with the 144-inch 235 black diamond screen. Let's check it out. Alrighty, guys, so we got everything calibrated, and this is the demo. We are playing an IMAX enhanced demo because this is copyright free, and I have it in 16:9, but if you were to have a 235 image playing, it would fill the entire screen. We went ahead and loaded it into the Epson 6050 under the lens memory number 3.
And this is a calibrated 6050, so this should be the truest picture that you guys should see. So the only color aberration is going to be from the GoPro itself or the camera that you guys are watching this under.
Yeah, but this black diamond is just mind-blowing.
This is vivid.
I mean,
I wasn't expecting it to be this exquisite, like of a picture.
We're going to be doing reviews and comparisons of some higher-end projectors, like the JVC RS1000 and 2000, as well as that new NZ3 from JVC. I have them all right here in front of me. So I'll be interested to see some higher-end projectors broadcasting onto this screen. The 6050 is extremely affordable and just blowing our mind right now. I mean, it looks fantastic.
Really, all the light's coming from this thing, the lamp.
The leg lamp?
Yeah. So even if you're looking at the picture itself, like, there's not a lot of splayed out over the top. Like, there was a lot more on the other screen. Like, this is more managed, I think, especially in the lighter room. So it's not really distracting.
You talking about light scatter?
Yeah. There's still
no.
some.
I mean, hardly any.
Yeah. On the other one,
I mean, these are light blue walls.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You guys be the judge.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes our unboxing and installation video of that strong fine adjust projector mount with an Epson 6050 and a 144-inch black diamond from SI. I hope that you guys found this video informative in helping you set up your system. If you would like to purchase this projector mount, as well as any projectors or screens. I do have nationwide free shipping and a low price guarantee, and we are working on building up our installer network around the entire country. We really do appreciate your support. Yeah, we are going to be doing videos of the RS 1000, 2000, as well as the NZ3, the new laser projector from JVC. So make sure to check out those videos. We got a load of information for you guys, and all we ask is for your support with these sales. If you like the video, give me a big thumbs up and make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. This is Zach and Chris with Dreamedia Home Theater. Thank you for watching, guys.